Yeah, there it is.
I'm so excited typing it in. I didn't put a space in I think he likes it like that.
Welcome to Happy Hour Live. What is going on, everybody? You guys got to hear all these guys talking about what happens right before you go on. They didn't know that the mic was hot. So.
It's always on.
Gotcha.
Have we got the crew for you? That is Next Exit back there. We've got RV Living Life. Gary and Carol are here. Miss Karen is right over here. Tom and Lori. There's Lori. Where is Tom? Tom. There is Tom. There he is right there.
It's a two-headed Dave.
We normally do the open mic night tonight, but we've got so many people right here. We thought this would be a great time to just have fun, do a Q&A. If you guys have questions, it's snowing. Why? There's a duck on my head and it's snowing. What?
What happened to your no snowflake policy?
I think it's Merry Christmas, everybody. These are real snowflakes. They come prepared. Right? And I know who's behind that. Right there. Uh-huh. She's not innocent. I'm telling you. She's not.
Plus, Dave.
Yeah.
We have something for you.
Oh no. What are we?
Just Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. There's more snowflakes. I didn't know. Wait a minute. What are we doing here?
Look at all the snowflakes.
Oh! I've got cookies covered in snow. Now the laptop's covered in snow. Thank you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know where you came up with all this, but thank you.
I made them.
Yeah, and she's the one who says she's innocent. All right, so just
gosh.
friendly reminder. You've heard me say she's evil. This is evil Lori.
Oh my
Oh my gosh, we have been having fun.
Uh,
Miss Pearl and Bob invited us over for dinner along with all of these crazy people. And we thought, you know what, let's do the live and let's have some fun.
Pamela Spencer says we can hear that laughter all the way over in 53rd Street.
Hey, Bob and Pam.
Hey, Bob and Pam, how you doing?
Well,
I can believe it.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, let me take these off so I can actually read. I can scroll through here. Who have we got in the house? Half the people we normally have here in the room are sitting right here. So I expect you to grab your laptops and sign in. Oh my gosh. WC RV Adventures gets the first in the house. Cosmic Mermaid and Star Med, welcome. Glad to have you here. Cowboy Biker Adventures, there's Dawn. Oh, Jim and Stu Finstead. Hello, how you doing? And here we go. Jim Gordner is here. Glad to have you along. There's Richard May. Oh,
no,
wow.
It looks fake.
Yeah,
You're not getting the
Full screen behind you. That is nice.
Somehow RV Living Life is signed on in the room. So I'll be watching.
I took 1 minute late.
I see. They took the pool for 1 minute late. There's Richard M. Glad to have you. Jim Bertrand is in the house. Glad to have you along.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer LaFord. Hello, dear. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Just rolling down. Pamela Spencer. Glad to see you here. Joe, the computer guy. Oh my gosh, Joe, we haven't seen you in forever. And now there's Next Exit. Wait a minute. You guys are running your phones.
We're taking selfies back here.
It's
The show
because
on
the
your-
background was so
You see
good.
the sky? Dave, the
Oh,
sky.
my
You
Looks
God.
see
pretty.
the sky?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
looking pretty back there.
Wow, what fun. Okay, so tonight we are handling your questions. If you've got questions about RV full-time in life, let me tell you what we've got for experience here. We have new timers, new to full-time, and that is RV Living Life. Just about 6 months now, I
That wouldn't
think,
be-
something like
Something like
that.
that, yeah.
Yeah. We have Next Exit, who not only has full-time experience, but they also have gone part-time, and we're actually at their house here in Yuma, Arizona. So glad to have you guys along. We have Miss Karen here, who is new to full-timing in her own rig and solo female.
Solo. Yes.
So yeah. Who else we got? Tom and Lori. All right, Tom and Lori been doing this. RV Living Life has been doing this. How long have you guys been
Us?
doing? Yeah.
Full timing. We're in our 7th year.
Okay. Okay. 7th year, and I go to them for boondocking experience. If I have a question about boondocking, it's because they do it well. They do it well. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being on.
Thank you,
I
all of
appreciate
you,
it.
yes.
It's an honor.
Okay. So, how was everybody's Christmas? Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Everybody have a good Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Nice. The only people here I didn't see the Christmas tree in the living room. You already got it put away, or?
I was
Oh
sick.
yeah, we already put it away.
I was sick.
Okay, who's telling the truth?
We move fast, Dave.
Yeah.
You notice you started right on time, but this is a timely operation here.
Did I tell you the lighting that we have here? If it looks great, that is courtesy of Bob here. Bob has set up lighting
Pearl did
for
the
us.
sunset.
Pearl did the.
Oh, nice one, Pearl.
Pearl's
Yeah, you
awesome.
did good.
That is awesome. And hopefully that you guys can hear us okay. We've got the mic set up as best we can, but okay. So who got the most unusual Christmas gift here this year? Anybody?
Unusual.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, nothing.
Define unusual.
Well, you can't tell me that a bag full of cookies and snowflakes.
That's pretty.
Unusual. You know what? I didn't get anything either, so I was hoping that I would actually hear somebody got something unusual they didn't expect in their stocking or nothing.
I got a portable power station.
You did. We saw the video of that one. We're actually plugged into that. So if we lose power tonight, it's going to be Bob's fault. So.
Our Christmas present is being here.
Yay!
Yay! I
So
like it.
glad you're
Best one
here.
ever.
Yep, that works. That works.
You've been waiting a long time to get to
Yes.
Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And mine was this new hat that I bought last week and forgot about, and she put it in my stocking.
Atta girl, Lori.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, well, I didn't either. If you got something unusual, I'd love to hear it. And sometimes you never know what comes under the tree sometimes. So,
Jim Bertrand got a 22-inch Blackstone grill.
oh, well, there you go.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
he don't know how to cook, so he's gonna be butting up to you real close.
What do I do?
Oh,
Jim Bertrand wants to know where's Tom's $5,000 microphone if this is a group effort.
yeah. Where's he? Yeah, where's that? Actually, I didn't
Team
need
effort?
it this
Team
time.
effort?
Yeah, but everybody remembers that. I mean, that saved a life. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that. I was struggling with having microphone issues, and Tom came to the rescue, and that was an awesome microphone.
Wendy and Carrie got a sidewinder for their sewer hose. Now they're full-time RVing now. You can tell when that takes a priority.
Sounds like it. Yep.
I'm wondering who got it though. Was that Wayne's or was that Carrie's?
Wayne bought it for Carrie, if I know average husband.
I
An
like it.
iron and a sidewinder for his.
There you
sewer
go.
hose.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh.
Jennifer says you are the chef master, Dave, and you should do a cooking segment.
Cooking say I did. I've done on occasion. I have
Every
done
once in a
cooking
while.
videos. So
And
um,
ice cream.
and ice cream
And, you
and
know,
pizza dough.
and pizza dough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Every now and then.
More
I-
often though. Need something more.
Yeah, I should probably kick something like that out. I do a lot of good stuff. Have fun cooking. So, you guys, RV Living Life. Now, Miss Carol, you actually just did your first one,
I did.
and that was the potato soup
Yes.
cooking video. Excellent job, by the way. You
Yeah.
guys
Yeah,
did good.
that
on
was a
that.
good job.
Carol did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carol did it all.
Yeah, we haven't made it yet. We're planning on it though. So
Yep.
absolutely. Who else? Who was talking about they need to start doing cooking videos? Was that
That was you. Talking about me.
We need her to do
Trying to
a
talk
couple
her
cooking videos.
into it.
How to bake in the oven.
Yeah, I recommend it. We were sitting there talking. To bring you up to speed, I got a lovely, tasty, almost gone now loaf of pumpkin bread,
Oh, it was amazing.
and Miss Lori is the master of the. Is it a Magic Chef oven that comes with the with
Not
RVs?
Dometic.
It's a Dometic.
Oh, it's a Dometic oven.
Yeah.
Or
I-
Atwood.
Atwood.
Atwood, Dometic are all the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, right. She is a master, guys. I'll either that or she does a really good job of scraping the burn off because that was all I could do.
Never insult the cook.
See what you do
Oh, or the baker in this case.
No, really though, we sat there and talked about it. There are a number of things that you just take for granted because you know that's how they work. And you have that down to a science. And I'll tell you what, over the years, I have gotten some amazing things that you have made out of that oven. I can tell you up until that point, everything that came out of the oven was burnt because that was usually me burning it. And I never could get that oven to work
That tight,
right for me. Yeah. So, let's see.
What is everyone's Christmas drink?
What is everybody's critical? Well, today,
Dave,
yeah.
I got a nice shot of the sunset that's going on the side here.
You got, oh my gosh,
Across
look at that.
Bob's yard there.
Yeah, there we go. That is nice too. Let's see if we can get that in there.
Very nice.
That is right behind us, guys.
Ooh,
The
bear,
camera
What's
definitely isn't
Look what's
picking it
down
up.
there.
That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I can't really turn it to get it, so it's kind of that way.
Hidden from
And
you.
faded.
And we have so much stuff hooked up here to the laptop that I don't think I want to try to move that. But
Don't move it. It's working.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I have got a Russian coffee going. What's Miss Karen got?
Vodka and a pineapple juice.
Okay,
Nice.
all right. Anybody else? What is it? You got
I got a Coors Light.
Coors Light,
It's
Dry
driving
Merlot
beer.
wine.
and you have Merlot.
Yeah.
That, and
I've got the hard stuff. Water.
with water.
There's always one in the crowd.
Oh, now there's two. I've got water also.
Ah,
right.
those
Oh.
Reno girls.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
my
yes,
God.
yes.
Ah,
Oh wait, I think the winner for the drink here. Let's put that up. Jim Bertrand.
nice. I saw
Yeah, it's a
that.
mango
Yeah.
margarita.
Ah,
There you go.
yum.
There you go.
Living it up.
Uh-huh.
Joe, the computer guy, hot cocoa with peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
That sounds good, Joe. I want one.
That's a popular winter drink.
Yes.
You know.
I
Yeah.
like the hot cocoa with the hazelnut schnapps.
Oh,
That was
Oh,
one of
that
my
sounds good too.
favorites. Oh.
Hazelnut schnapps.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
I didn't either.
Oh, yeah.
Now I do.
Oh, yeah.
And then you add a little whiskey too.
Say that.
Did I say that?
I don't know if the whole class could hear that.
My recent favorite is coconut rum with banana nectar.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
sounds
God.
good.
I didn't think I could drive, right?
How do you get banana? How do you get banana nectar?
You buy it in the store in a cart.
Do you-
Costco.
But where do they get it? Do you have to squeeze a banana for it? What do you-
I just pay the guy for it.
The same guy, the same people that get milk from almonds, you know.
Oh, yeah, I suppose if you can get milk from almonds, you must be able to get nectar from a banana. So, we got a Pendleton whiskey and Coke. Oh, that sounds good.
Cowboy Dawn.
Yeah, that's Cowboy Dawn. And Jim says, define cool, Dawn. And Richard Meek says, Lori is driving home. Yep, Lori's driving home. Mira, the Greyhound is in the house. Glad to see you in the house. Are we still out boondocking? Okay, so I know you guys are boondocking.
We are.
But everybody, Karen is.
I'm
Karen
boondocking with them.
Yeah. But I'm in the park. You guys are home, and you guys are in the park with me.
A couple streets over.
A couple streets over. Absolutely.
Nice park.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So it must be nice that boondocking when there's nobody around for miles. Tom and Lori they got all that experience. They always get those nice
Boondockers.
Boondockers.
How many spoondockers?
Then, like about 7 rigs.
How many jokes did we tell Saturday? There are 7 spoondockers.
No, it is, we talked about possibly subjects, and one of the subjects we talked about, we said, people, you're out boondocking, you're out in the middle of the desert, and there's plenty of room in every
Acres
direction.
and acres.
And there
of room.
really is an etiquette to boondocking. And one of those is that give people some room.
Space.
Yeah.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
pretty much.
You don't need to be on top of everybody. And you guys just had somebody move in right on top of you here.
Yeah, first it was 2 rigs, and we were like, ugh. And then 5 more of their friends' rigs showed up, and it was like, oh my gosh. And they just squeezed in between us and another camper where we were separated nicely. And
before that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
So a good
really?
rule of thumb on boondocking, I kind of learned, I think, from Tom and Lori today, is you need to be enough space. So if the man of the house needs to go out and water the bushes, nobody should be able to see. Oh, that was Karen.
Karen told that
If
story.
you have that much distance, that's the official measuring rule.
Yeah, that if you look out your window while you're having your coffee, you're not watching somebody take a pee.
Yep. Sitting
Next
there
time.
in my nice little home, drinking my morning coffee, and I look out and there he's taking a piss.
Not Tom.
No.
Our spoondockers.
The spoondocker
Oh, no.
neighbors.
One of the crashing boondockers.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Nice.
What is a good rule of thumb though? How far would you say? I mean,
100 yards.
that's
A
what
football field.
that's kind of what I thought about.
You're
it.
out in the desert.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
You're
You've got-
way out
there's
here on
lots of
BLM
room.
land. How about a football field length?
But I think even when you have a big group, it should be even further away so
Right.
that your loud, noisy group isn't going to be disturbing the people that have come out to be by themselves. If you're in an area where people are spotted here and there and everywhere, 20, 50 yards away, that's different.
Right.
But when you're getting people that are intentionally being spread out, and then you just come, whoom, hey, come over here. Hey, come over here. Hey, come over here. And you get a big group. It's just uncomfortable and noisy when you wanted quiet.
And one of the things you got to think about, if you're in that spoondocking group and you're looking to plop down someplace near another RVer and you see that they have solar panels tilted on their roof, you're going to think they probably don't have a generator or they don't run it much.
Yeah.
Which is
Yep.
us. We
Yeah.
don't.
There's
Yeah.
one thing that's missing with this boondocking etiquette.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes for newbies is non-existent.
Yeah. And they
And
just
sometimes they don't know.
they typically don't know.
Yes.
They don't.
Or
know.
there's the weekend campers, the
Right.
weekend warriors that go out on weekends and holidays. And you know, that's the only time they get to go. So they find a spot and that's what we're plopping down here. We're
Yeah.
here to have our good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Now,
party time.
you know, this
Yeah.
isn't going to apply to smaller areas like a lake or something like that,
No,
where
no,
there's,
no.
this
you know,
is the
there's-
vast desert where
Yeah.
there's lots
Yeah,
and
we're-
lots of room.
Yeah, we're talking about miles and miles of room,
Yeah.
and especially if you're going to run your generator, if you're going to, you know, if you're going to turn on your music and enjoy your music, or like you said, have a large crowd and there's going to be a lot of people there, move on out, move away from,
Yeah.
you know, from everybody. Why do you need to disturb other people so
Privacy.
that, yeah,
Right.
you know, just give some room. So
Back when we were first watching videos and learning about full-time RVing and people boondocking and stuff, and there was a video that we watched and they were talking about boondocking and how they want people far away from them, that they want their quiet. And I thought, boy, they're snobs. I get it now.
Now that you've experienced that.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
It's like, I get it now.
Are you seeing, I know in the parks, you know, we are seeing more people. There's more people out because of COVID, because so many people have either lost their jobs, maybe they've given up the house, gone into an RV and they're remote working. But the parks are fuller. In general, we used to be able to fly by the seat of our pants and literally that day make a reservation for the next day to go into a park. Now that really isn't a possibility anymore. And literally for this, and probably last year, we've been the full 60 days out on our reservations. But I said back then, and I said, you know, this is going to have an effect on not just the people but that's going to push people that are normally in the parks out to boondocking, that are comfortable with that. I know that we saw it at Snowbird Mesa. We've seen it in most of the places where we boondock. More and more people are getting pushed out. And so it's going to become even more critical to kind of mind your P's and Q's. And those of us that know, those of us that has the experience, can watch out and try to, you know, not cause problems for other people. So
You've got a
Hey.
question.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I
Jim Bertrand wants to know, how many watts of power do you get out of 500 watts of solar in December?
ooh, yeah.
Depends on
If
which way
they're-
you're
The sun, of
facing.
course.
If they're flat, I would say 50% or 40%. If they're tilted, I would say 75 or 80%.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You don't get as much in the winter because of the location of where the sun is on the horizon.
When
And
we were in Quartzsite last week, we've got 840 on the roof. We're tilted on and lined up almost perfect. And we were maxing out our 700 watt solar controller at
Wow.
virtually every day by 10 o'clock.
oh wow,
But
Okay.
that's tilted. That tilted just
Tilted,
does
yep.
make in the wintertime.
And
makes a heck of
having
a
your
difference.
rig
World of
angled the
difference.
right way too, because we're off just a little bit and it's making a difference.
really?
We have them tilted, but
Yeah.
we're not.
We're not
Facing
truly
true
facing
south.
south.
Okay,
Ours are flat. We're getting half.
getting half.
Yeah, we got
straight up
850.
half.
We're getting about 485 somewhere around
Okay.
that range. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly haven't paid attention to it in a while, but it's a good question. I've thought often about tilting. Now you don't, your panels are big. You can't really
Oh yeah.
tilt yours.
You see the picture of Carol standing beside him. They're
Right.
way over her head. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And mine are
As most things
smaller,
are.
but I didn't set mine up for tilting, but I see the benefit.
Do you want me? I can reach him.
No,
Only in the winter.
no
Dave,
fighting.
I think that tilting only helps in the winter.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
In the summer up north, you know, we're still way up north, but the tilting didn't seem to help, so we didn't even tilt hardly at
No,
all.
we
Yeah,
We
a lot of
often
people.
get 700, but
Yeah, a lot of people don't tilt in the summer, and I don't blame them. I mean, it would be what you're gonna.
winter it's be pretty huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see it.
Comments on power, different
Oh, I
situations.
see that.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
that. I thought I saw a question back here, but maybe I missed it. I don't know. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, what else goes with? We kind of hit on the etiquette. What else kind of goes with etiquette of the new full timers that are coming out? That
As far as like
saying,
boondocking goes.
yeah, boondocking and just RV etiquette in general. You know, I've seen a lot of the Walmarts now are starting to not allow RVers to park in the Walmarts anymore, and that
Right.
became quite the problem. You know?
One of the basics, leave it better than you found it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What do you think about generators
And like
Parking in
parking
Walmart.
lot parking.
when you're when you're
Just
boondocking
boondocking.
and maybe somebody's only
Mhm.
50 yards away or somewhere they can hear it?
Right.
Running them at night or how many hours a day?
You know,
or
if you're
any-
not spoondocking, then you should be okay running them,
Yeah.
you know, and you'd be okay. If you're 100 yards away like you're supposed to be, chances
Yeah.
are you're not
Yeah.
going to
Well,
disturb
what if you're in
anybody.
a lake, like you mentioned a while ago? I'm
If-
asking this because of our rally.
right.
We've got a number of people that have different opinions of when they should run their generators that are
How,
parking in
yeah.
the circle.
Right.
A lot of people, even boondocking, kind of go by the rules that are usually at RV parks. You know,
Quiet
at 10
time.
o'clock, quiet
10
time,
o'clock, yep.
and 6 or
Right.
7 in the morning.
And
kind of
the
thing,
BLM does have a quiet
I
time.
think they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a quiet
10,
time.
10 o'clock
10
to 6 a.m.
10
I
to
believe.
6.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Yep. So, but you know, typically when you're out in those areas where there's not a lot of people, you know, you can get away with using it. You're probably not going to disturb. Every now and then I walk out in the morning, early in the morning with my cup of coffee, and I can hear a generator running off in the distance. Honestly, it had no effect on me.
Yeah,
And some people need to run equipment all night long.
Like a CPAP
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's one of the big
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Some
Right.
generators are a lot louder than others too.
This is
Yeah.
true too.
Ours
Yeah.
is very quiet.
Yeah, and you know, something to be said for there's a lot of the part-timers that or the weekend warriors that come out with construction generators
Mhm.
and things
The
like that.
open ones. Oh,
They're
gosh.
terribly loud, and yeah, now that will be a little bit different situation.
But they can use their microwave.
That's important.
In general, though, if you're going to be close, I the quiet time for my automatic generator start is I can set it from 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock and 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. And I'll usually pick one of those two depending on where we're at, and I don't generally have a problem. So the other thing though that I do is I shut off my inverter. Running the residential fridge. There's nothing that we're really needing during the night, and I rather than run everything through the night and possibly run my batteries down, I don't have any problem just shutting down the inverter for the night.
You know, we tried that, but
Mhm.
our ice maker freezes up.
Oh, is that right?
And you gotta have
Oh.
ice.
Yeah.
Right, Karen?
Well, yeah.
Not first thing in the morning.
It has all day to catch up.
So your ice maker freezes up.
We think that was the reason we were shutting it off at night a couple times. We were practicing boondocking and that. Next thing you know, it's not working. And it didn't work until I had shut it off for several days after, and then got to a park that had really high water pressure. I think it was 70 pounds or something. And I let that go through, and next thing you know, it started making ice again. I
Interesting.
turned the pressure down to 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Huh.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, if your inverter isn't, if you need something running and you're going to have to keep something running, then yeah, that's obviously like that. You're going
then
to
again, our fridge only burns 130 watts when it's running. When it's not running, it's 2.
right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Raph wants to know if that's Canadian watts or US watts.
Oh, I think the watts are the same, right?
Okay.
The exchange rate is the same on wattage.
All I know is the beer cans are a hell of a lot smaller. What is this? Yeah. Tiny little light beer.
So Mira the Greyhound says, I just discovered your channel via your Disney World video. It was excellent. Thank you. We are taking our camper van next month.
Oh, you are going to love it. You are
Mhm.
going to love it.
Mhm.
And have any of you guys been to Disney World?
Yes.
Yeah.
We almost live there.
being a fan of Disney and Disney World, Disneyland, you really can't park an
Not at all.
RV anywhere
Yeah.
near. You have to find an RV park or something nearby and do it that way. Disney World has a deal, and we made a video of it. It is $25 to park in the parking lots at Disneyland when you drive in the morning to go to Disney World, excuse me. For $30, I think it was $30. Now it may be more now.
It might have changed,
that was a
but
couple
at the
years
time,
ago.
It
At
was
the time,
30.
for $30, you could bring your coach in. Not only did you get your own parking spaces, they're going to put you in your own spaces, but they're actually in the preferred parking areas, literally maybe 100 or 200 yards away from the gates going
From the
into
gates,
Disney World.
yeah.
That was heaven.
Nice.
I will tell you, that was heaven. I would absolutely do that again.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear, post on the video and let me know how it went for you.
And if the price has changed, we'd
if
like
the
to know
prices,
that.
Bob's getting Canadian.
Rubbing off on me.
Oh, Lamona popped into the room. Hi, Lamona.
Hi, Miss Lamona. How are you doing? Glad to have you here. How are we doing?
Oh, goodness. They're getting drunk back there.
That's the beauty of riding in the back seat.
Peanut gallery.
Oh, my God.
Who knows what Tom's doing over there?
Hiding
I
behind
see him
Dave.
every once in a while.
Oh, well, what about just maybe if we were to put it out there for new RVers and people that are just coming into it, one of the other things that I'd just like to mention, you mentioned it earlier, leave it cleaner than you found it. Even if there is a bunch of trash on the ground, it doesn't mean that you need to pick up all of it. But pick up a bag of trash. Just go and pick up a bag of trash. Maybe you clean one little area, one bag of trash. If everybody does this, the place will be cleaned up in no time.
Or you cover up graffiti.
We did.
Yes,
we
you
have
guys
the
did.
drive-in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had.
I was happy
We-
to see that nobody had re-tagged it
Re-tagged
after you
it?
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We dug around and found what white paint we could muster up and covered some graffiti
Yeah.
and made it look much nicer.
Yeah.
And drive-in building.
And just little things, because if we don't police ourselves, if we don't clean up after ourselves and take care of these places, they will be taken care of for us, and that generally means they're going to close the areas down. We're not going to be able to get into those areas, and they're going to close it down for, what do they call it, reclamation, and they
Who knows? Yeah.
so I can tell you though, I mean, would you say it's 100,000 people boondocking in Quartzsite? For the most part, Quartzsite
Oh, yeah.
is.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Still
Yeah.
very
It
clean.
stays very clearing. Yeah.
We managed to find a few cans. I think the last time we were there, that was it. And they were the type of cans you could totally understand it blowing off of somebody's table when they weren't paying attention.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Little
it
things. yeah.
wasn't
Little things.
dumped bags of trash or anything like
Right.
that. So
Is it the same way? Oh, you're talking about Skadden Marsh, aren't you?
He's talking about-
yeah,
Okay.
but in general, there's
Well, I was thinking the LTVA maybe because they got the trash can there. It's not regular BLM, but you're talking about regular BLM.
regular BLM. Yeah, the LTVA though, that's basically the same landscape, and it
Yeah, but
really
you got a trash can right there.
it does
Skadden
it does
doesn't have that.
yeah
Uh-uh.
yeah
I'm amazed. It's just very clean.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Quartzsite also does have free transfer station where you
Yes.
can take the trash down there for free.
Yeah.
So there's no
Mhm.
excuse for anybody leaving anything around Quartzsite,
Right.
whether
Right.
you're paying the LTVA fees or not. You
Yeah.
can go all the way up to it's what, about 10 minutes
10
north
minute
of
drive.
town, and
Yeah,
you just go take your trash
and
there.
it's free to dump.
Yes.
It doesn't cost anything. So, and I think that helps out Quartzsite a lot too.
Yeah.
People are more inclined to pick up pay
you
to
heard
dump it.
they've got, I don't know if this is new rule or not, but in the LTVA, if you're like if you're in any kind of RV that doesn't have a real potty and black tank, and I think they have a gallon, more than 10 gallons or more than 15 gallons, you have to be within 500 feet of one of their
Porta
restaurants.
potties.
I heard that.
Is that
Yep.
is that new?
Yep, that's new.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
I have heard that. And I think that is going to go for a lot of things. I don't know how they would work that out on the open BLM, but so the I think the thought is that, you know, these people have been digging a lot of holes, and it's, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
and other things that we don't want to mention, but
Right.
I think they're just trying to curb that a little bit. And if you go into the LTVA, you have to be within 500 yards.
Is that just in the LT? 5? Yeah, I think that's it.
I think it is just in the
Okay,
LTVA.
then that makes more sense.
I haven't heard it out on the regular BM. I don't know how they would.
Yeah.
Well, they've
that's
added
not.
them.
Yeah.
There was a couple of new ones that we hadn't seen before, but I wasn't aware that was just in the LTVA. That makes some sense. The
Right.
regular BLM land doesn't make it kind of
Yeah,
kills it.
yeah, it wouldn't make a lot of sense out there for just regular dispersed camping.
Yeah,
but,
because there aren't any porta potties out there.
Nope.
So.
Not at all.
oh.
So that would eliminate the toilets that, what are the toilets they use now?
Composting.
Composting. You can't use composting then.
I'm
don't
sure
know.
that whatever that's got to be counted in because that's a
Yeah.
real thing.
Yeah, that's a real thing. So
Yeah,
there must
yeah,
be
you can't.
some allowance for that. Yeah. Does anybody here have the composting toilet?
No.
No.
Seems crazy to me.
I just like a couple valves and, you know.
Like it'd be like going in a litter box for a cat.
Yeah, I can't get into the composting toilet thing. I really can't.
Lots of people do it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, once I
And
read
I
that
love
you got to
I love
separate
it.
your number one and your number two when you go.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Right.
No, ain't happening.
That's focus.
You're
Nope, ain't
retired now. You
happening.
don't have to deal with that.
I'm on my phone. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh. So Ralph Hattenberg popped in. Yes, Ralph, do not tell me to turn the ice maker off. And Howard and Cindy popped in too. Hi guys.
How's it going? Yeah, no, your ice maker. You're still going to have ice if you shut down your inverter. You shut down.
They're joking, but yes.
Yeah, you're still going to have your ice. I haven't had any problem with my rig shutting down the inverter.
No, it
and-
hasn't caused any problems
Yeah.
with the ice maker.
Yeah.
But we
Maybe-
tested it. We did it a couple rounds and tested the ice maker just to make sure it wasn't going to be a problem
Safety first.
before. Well, yeah, you got to go safely.
Maybe the difference was we shut down our fridge and we didn't use the ice, but you guys shut down your fridge and went through the ice. You used it all up, so that could have been different.
But you know, we have got that from other RVers, and they didn't even have ice makers, but they went ahead and shut theirs down at night.
Makes sense.
And yeah, it does save on the battery power. But yeah, like you said, if it's going to freeze up your freezer, then
Yeah.
that's not going to work.
Yeah.
Do you shut down yours when you're out boondocking?
We have a real RV refrigerator.
Oh, you have. Okay, so
We didn't shut down the inverter yet.
I don't think I knew that. So you have the like the double door Norcold,
A
or
real RV
The Norfolk,
refrigerator.
yeah.
Four-door.
okay,
A true
Four-door.
RV
a
refrigerator.
true RV.
So do we.
We're not city folks.
We be country folks.
They're camping.
No, we
no,
do
no,
turn
no,
our
no,
inverter
no.
off, so that's camping.
I was gonna say you can still, if you have a regular fridge, you can still you know a regular.
I would
hard-
have ours converted and it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't work. Is that what you were going to say?
You know, there's a window in there that comes out.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Just ask Dave's son.
You brought in through the window.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
When
I
we were
think
in
he
Palm,
meant
Oh,
in
his
the
own
hole,
compost
right?
and
You know?
toilet.
You heard that song? She came
climbing through the bathroom window.
So we got a Canadian here, Jim Bertrand, says he has a composting
Yeah,
toilet and he
and
likes
it works great for him.
I hadn't met Jim. I thought he was a pretty cool guy. Now I'm going to wait till I meet him. That's reserved.
They're gonna reserve
He got a
judgment.
black star, so he got him on my A-list, and he played guitar, but
See how they turn on you, Jim?
Go shaking hands.
yeah, he poops in, I found out he poops in straw. I'm a little concerned about it. I'm sorry, Dave.
Oh, sorry, Howard.
Right.
He says he shows up late and he gets all his potty talk.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
But no, so you do shut off the inverter though at night?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we can, with our portable power stations and our 800 watts of solar, we can literally, as long as the sun's shining, we can go pretty much forever without the generator. We don't.
Except when I use the iron for doing.
Yeah.
That was a different story.
The iron pulls a little bit of wattage. We don't do that.
I think we ran out of power after that.
I'm very
I
sorry.
can
about
understand everybody wanting a logo on their shirt.
that. Right.
That was
right.
pretty good, but I see my batteries just going down and down.
Yeah, all through the day. Don from Cowboy Biker Adventures has offered up his generator.
He brought
this
over
month,
a
so-
generator that
Yep,
time too.
yep,
Yes.
Yeah, he
Well, we'll
did-
be prepared this year. I don't know if you noticed, I did another solar
Install.
I
portable
did.
power station. So I can dedicate that to making iron.
Oh, there you go.
Iron. There
Okay,
you
that'll
go.
be a good
Yeah.
test.
And
of
if
it, too.
people would watch those videos and buy some of those,
Right.
number one, I could drink a higher class of wine. And number two, we wouldn't have to worry about generators running in here no more.
There's method to your madness.
There it is.
Scott.
Hang on just a
Have some more wine. Oh, my
Oh
You
my
guys know
gosh.
this guy.
Who's in charge
I
of him?
learned it from a pro.
God. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
No, so how is the rally? Just to kind of, now we have you here and we can ask, are you filled up? Have you got everybody is signed up and that's as many people as can come to the
Yeah,
rally?
we're pretty much filled up. We're starting to get the cancellation now. It's getting close and people have stuff going on, but we're still at 100.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's doing good. I mean, all of you guys are helping with cooking and doing classes and all. We're getting all that stuff, I think, filled in. We've got people that are doing the trail rides and the 4-wheel drive rides. Pearl's doing the
Nice.
bingo.
Okay.
It's it's filling in. We're having one small. We had a list of food. We asked people to contribute.
Oh, right.
That's filled out great and balanced, pretty close to what we need. But we're going to have to adjust a couple of things. And so I'll be sending out emails here in about a week or 10 days, asking people that maybe was going to buy eggs to maybe buy English muffins instead or something.
Right.
But it's
right.
all pretty easy stuff. And
Good.
it's going to be a pretty awesome time, I think.
Nice. And your latest your latest video actually showed the site. You've got your rig down there. You've got you're
Yeah,
kind
the
of
same place
saving
as
the
last
area.
time.
Okay.
I was reading through the BLM's regs again today, and I'm a little concerned because we got a neat Rich and Sue. I forgot-
Lemos.
say it
Rich
again.
and Sue Lemos.
Lemos, yeah.
Mhm.
They bought us a next exit big feather flag
Oh, nice.
and put our YouTube just passing through. And I asked them to put this wordage on there, but they got the YouTube thing and the rally, which is my idea. It might have been a bad idea because the BLM has these strict rules about if it's a structured get together and all this stuff.
Right.
Last year we got right through it with no problem, but now with this YouTube logo, we're a little bit concerned about them giving us grief.
Oh,
So it's a gathering. It's not a structured meeting. It's not a structured event. Anybody listening that happens to be around, it's just a gathering of RVers.
Kind of like this video.
Kind of like this.
Just a bunch of friends getting together.
Nobody's making no money off of nothing. They don't have to come to visit. And, but
okay.
it's working out good.
Well, just
Yeah.
put some white tape or something over the. I saw the flag are beautiful. The feather
Yeah,
flag.
it's a good
Yeah.
flag.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And just put a.
Well, I'm going to
little-
talk to a ranger and kind of see what they say. Maybe I'll take it down and just stick it here in the yard for days like this.
Right. Right.
It would have the neighbors understand what the hell's going on.
That it would. That it would.
Once again, the dates on that now.
January well, I don't know. If you,
Oh.
you can't come if you don't know the date.
That's
right.
That's right.
January 22nd.
January 22nd.
But it's a not structured event. It's just a gathering.
It's
That
just
may
a,
accidentally occur between January.
I like how
22nd
you're
and
Somewhere.
backpedaling on this,
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
This is it's like we're not really meeting. It's kind of just a get together.
Yeah.
You know.
January 22nd to January 30th.
We're going to go out around the 17th to see if we can find anyone we know of.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Look, see if maybe there's some signs you might recognize and see an old friend. And go,
Yes.
Right. No, look forward to it. We're looking
how is your
forward.
football stuff going?
You know what? I did not put the football stuff together.
Don
I
just
can-
wrote something about the Cowboys just started, so I'm taking it. That's
Oh.
important to him.
Yeah, they might be because I think Don is at the top of the list.
Well,
Oh,
then
it's
that explains why
playoffs
it's
right
important
now.
to him.
So yeah.
Oh, doesn't he not have to play this week? Is this the week the big
Oh.
shots don't have
If
to
you're
play?
one or two, you are on a bye this week,
Yeah,
and everybody
so-
else has to fight it
Oh,
out
Don's in sixth place. right?
Don doesn't have to. Don
in either
Cowboy Biker
the top
Adventures
or the bottom.
Oh yeah.
and Miss. Wait a minute, who was that? Was that Miss Carrie that is in number 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Both of them. Did they both get a bye this week?
Supposedly, and then the other 4 have to fight it out.
Yeah, and I am and not doing well.
She's
I'm
being
here to tell you. So yeah, we are in the playoffs, and
Good girl.
yeah, look at that's kind of.
Bear.
They don't even have to play. They just count it as a win and go on to next
Look for
week.
food there.
And then they
That-
play whoever won this week.
Absolutely. So who have we got on?
Well, this changes. So, yeah, and my phone is
Let me see if I can pull it up right here.
yeah. You
let me
might
see.
do better.
I don't know if I can or not.
I think you're going.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're not
So,
going.
Butter Don is on a bye.
I can't seem to pull it up. So I have to-
Tansies Pansies is fighting it out with Howard Smoke Eaters, and you are playing against Starstruck Dawn. Carrie is sitting there relaxing, doing no
Ah.
game, and that is the top 6 fighting it out for the
that
championship.
is, yeah. There's Tansies, Pansies, and see who we got there. Smoke Eaters, and of course, yeah, Miss Carrie gets to put her hands behind her head and relax and do this
Yeah.
through the whole week. That's and so
thinking-
does I yeah. You guys.
Dave's in trouble.
Dave's in trouble. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
See those numbers?
yeah. It's not
I don't
looking good.
understand
It's,
them though.
it's not
Yeah,
looking
me
good.
What
for-
position is he in?
He's here. He's done.
Oh, he's done.
That's done.
So I'm
Don-
guessing the announcements
still-
on the channel will get to be less and less.
Don's still playing.
It would be interesting to see how we fare through this week. But yeah, we are.
Yeah.
So does it go all the way up to the Super Bowl?
No, we do have our own Super Bowl, though. We will whittle it down. So the winners from this week will go on to play Miss Carrie and Dawn,
Darn.
and they will fight it out. And then the winner of that game will be in the Super Bowl. And
Also, just 2 more weeks of.
yep, and however that comes out, whoever's the winner there will take the win for the season. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing it. We're working on just started to get working on artwork for t-shirts, so we're going to see if we can't make that happen. So everybody that participated in fantasy football this year, your top 6 will be invited to come back for next year, and next year we'll take on at least 6 new players, and I wouldn't mind getting a league going. So if we can get more players that are interested in playing with us, we'll just carry it on. We'll put 2 leagues together, and I don't know how they work that, but that's something that we haven't done before. But I think that would be a lot of fun.
We'll figure it all out.
Yeah.
Lamona wants to, not to be self-serving, but Lamona wants to know who are the other YouTubers that friends of you guys she would like to subscribe to their channels. Which
Oh.
would be us 3
Yeah.
couples here. in the back.
Yep.
The back row.
The back 2 rows.
We've
Starting
got
with the tall guy in the back.
Carl
Bob
and
and,
I have, yeah.
Bob and Pearl from Next Exit. We've got Gary and Carol from RV Living Life. And we have Tom and Lori. Let's see if there's
Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Snowflake.
Woke him up again.
Tom and Lori, RV Life. Miss Karen, Karen's New Journey. And of course, me. If you're not subscribed here, click that little subscribe button down at the bottom. Go to each one of their channels and click that little subscribe button. So
Don't forget to hit the like button.
don't,
Yep.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
thumbs up, thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. What do we got? Anything going on?
Cowboy Biker Adventure let Lamona know as well. So
Oh, he did?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he let her know.
in the room we've got a number of channels there. If you have a channel, just go ahead and write the name of your channel. You won't be able to put a link. It won't. YouTube won't let you do that. But if
but you can write your name out.
you can do
your
YouTube
channel
channel and just give the name of your channel. Put that out there. Go and check them out. Most everybody you see here are all regulars, and it's always great having everybody here. So Bob said something about that today, though. We were sitting there talking, and he says, well, I know we haven't been together, but I kind of know how everybody's doing. You know?
We had literally not met Carol and
Gary.
Gary. I like that. That kind of ruins my
On spot.
story because I feel we know you, but I forgot your name.
And this is Carol.
But it was so funny.
You met my
We
wife?
never met Gary and Carol, but we've been talking to them for a year.
2 years.
Yes.
Or 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so they
something
pulled
like
up.
that.
Yeah, have some more remembered you. Gary taught me this too. But they walked in, pulled in the driveway, and it wasn't even like it was new friends. It was like
Yeah,
just people that we knew that were stopping by.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
absolutely.
And they were from Canada even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's cold here.
No, absolutely though. No, if you have a channel, go ahead and put that in the comment. Just make a little comment. Say, "Yep, my YouTube channel is," and the name of your channel. So I know there's Cowboy Biker Adventures right there. I don't think that Howard and Cindy have a channel.
Hi,
I don't
Don.
think so.
And let's see here. Who else has channels? Put it out there. I'd like to see it. But what did we miss? We miss anything tonight? How we all doing?
X Fired Up just showed up.
X
Hey.
Fired Up is in the house. Yeah, I was actually just coming. I didn't say hi.
Tonight?
What's that?
Wayne and Carrie show up tonight?
Wayne and Carrie were in the
Oh, yeah.
room. I'm sure they are somewhere there. Carrie's probably gloating though.
Atta girl.
That's right. Told you when we started this.
Yeah.
Kick some ass.
Oh my gosh. Miss Lloyd says, I believe I am already, already subbed to Next Exit, RV Living Life, sending love. I'll be subscribing to the others, making a list. So glad.
Nice.
Thanks, Lamona. Absolutely.
Nice.
We actually met Lamona and her husband last
Marcus. Yeah.
Is that the hot tub couple?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They're up in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and when we were having all the COVID, it was like, yeah, nice to finally be able to go into a hot tub that wasn't closed.
True.
Wow.
Hippies to gypsies.
Yep.
Sonny
Oh,
and
hi,
Margie,
guys.
How you guys doing? Glad to have you here.
Wayne and Carrie said,
Sunny
we're
Margie.
here.
Wayne and Carrie are
Just
here.
hanging out.
There they are. So yeah,
They were first. Yes, you were.
they were. That's right. We already
You
gave
got
we did
it.
a shout
You
out
got it.
earlier. But what did we miss? So we kind of covered etiquette a little bit. Is there more to the etiquette? I mean,
Ooh. Any
yeah,
others? Any other
yeah. I mean-
etiquette suggestions?
lot of experience here, and I can't think of anything.
Common sense.
A lot of
Yeah,
common sense. A lot
com-
of common sense.
Common
sense
sense makes
is
sense, but I
Common
heard
courtesy.
a lot of people, like in RV parks more than anything else, but complaining about people that do things wrong, like having campfires and smoking too much and all this. My advice to people, though, is have a little understanding for people that are new and they want to do it their way just as much as I want to do it my way.
Yeah.
So let's everybody don't want to do it the same way. Just
No.
have a little compassion for the other guy and their right to do it their way.
Meet in the middle.
You know,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with politely if somebody is spoon docking and they're a little bit close, you can be nice and go over and introduce yourself and just say, hey, yeah,
I've got a concealed carry permit.
No, don't tell them that. No.
That defeats the whole purpose.
No, just go over and talk to them and say, any chance that you could just move a little bit farther away? I think most of us that if we were getting ready to park our rig, if somebody asks us that, I don't really think we're going to be all that put out by that. So
Catch them before the legs go down.
Yes.
and if for some reason they refuse, we always have the option of moving ourselves.
Yep.
You know.
Now that I think is true.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's no sense in starting a big argument or a fight or
No,
ill
not at all.
feelings. It's like,
Not
you
at
know
all.
what? It takes you a little bit of time to pack up and you can move and, you know, let them be them. You know? I will say though, so when you're out now, you're a solo RVer, female, you go out and you're boondocking now. Are you more comfortable being closer to people or?
Not strangers.
Okay.
I'd rather be out away from them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to park close to somebody just for a comfort level. Although going into an area that's known as a boondocking place and there are a number of other people there, for example, by Havasu,
Mhm.
that one gravel pit area,
Mhm.
I would be more comfortable there than being completely alone in some random spot because I know they're all in the same situation. They're all parking there because it's a known place to camp.
Right. And typically you probably aren't going to get nervous until somebody starts coming over to park by you. You probably.
Yeah, they park too close. I would probably move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've all had it happen. If you do this long enough, it's going to happen. I mean, literally, it reminded me when you said that we were parked in an area. Now, everybody is relatively close together, but our closest neighbor was still about 50 yards away. Plenty of other places to park. Somebody came into a van and literally parked
Right between.
right in front of the coach.
Like, yeah,
Like-
really, really
Yeah,
too close.
yeah. And
It's like the ones we had in Utah.
at first I thought about going out there and asking, and I thought, well, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I can't understand why with all the other area, all the way
Oh, it's a
around.
big area, wide
Yeah.
open
Are these
area.
overnight places you're talking about, or where you're staying?
This was
for a week?
BLM, but they have kind of like the LTVA. They have, certain areas that aren't very big. So everybody's going to be a little bit closer than they normally
Right.
would be just out in the middle of the desert. There's no assigned spots. It's
I
not
think
like
the
a camping.
BLM, their only rule they got about that is you have to be 15 feet away.
Right.
And so technically, if somebody comes, if I'm parking overnight, if we're parking overnight,
Yeah.
I don't mind somebody parking right close.
Right.
Gives me a comfort level. They're an RVer, they're parking there.
Right.
As long as I think it's a couple. Some crazy people is different. But,
Yeah, right.
but if I'm going to be there for a week or something, yeah, I don't want them anywhere close.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
your point of, I wouldn't go ask somebody to move. I would probably pack up and move myself. Or,
Yeah, and
Your
that off
Your
that
generator.
yeah.
yeah, that's what Computer Joe said. Start your generator
generator.
running.
Well,
All summer long,
I
I hear a generator start at 6 a.m. and it was Computer Joe. Somebody was parked beside us overnight, and it worked pretty good several times.
I have heard. I don't know that necessarily agree with the tactic, but I've heard some people have rap music. It's the only CD of rap music. They
Play it
turn that
loud
really loud
for a number of hours
Right.
until the other person leaves.
If you have to work that hard, you're gonna have to suffer through that.
I think he
same-
enjoyed it though.
Right.
If you love it, it's not work.
Yeah, that's true.
We had a couple in a van that parked like right next to us, like it was that they were part of our rig.
Oh.
And they only spent there one night and they left. And then the next morning we wake up and they're there again. And we said hello to them and they didn't speak English. So we think that they were Europeans that rented a van and they felt comfortable
Yeah.
staying next
Close
to
someone.
close
that's
to
true.
somebody.
That's a good
Because
point.
because it wasn't in a parking lot or anything. It was up in the hills and these
Mhm.
trees.
And
in Utah, and it was
Yeah.
in a way out. There was nobody else there.
Oh,
No
wow.
one.
Right.
Okay.
So they pulled up right next to us, and the second morning they were
snuggled up
within
next to us.
2 arms length of us.
Wow.
We're like,
that's
wow,
close.
hello.
Yeah.
But they were super quiet, never
Yeah.
heard a word out of them. They got up, they went walking into the hills, then came back with their little baggie.
Little bags.
And
Aw,
and
okay.
we said hello to them at one point, and they just kind of nodded. They didn't say anything, and it was like, I bet you they're here from,
And-
from Europe or
Right.
somewhere
Wow.
else where they rented a van to go camping, and or to travel around,
Yeah.
and they felt comfortable snuggling
Being
up
close
next
to
to
someone.
somebody else.
Mhm.
So
Well, what if and I have done it, though, one of the first experiences I had boondocking was coming into Quartzsite and going to the RTR. That year, there was probably a few thousand people that came to the RTR. And I drove in there and I saw all these people and I thought, where do I fit in? Where do I fit in? I found another big coach in there, and that ended up being Sam in Virginia.
Sam in Virginia, we love you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But
We
you
know
know-
that they're watching. They don't participate, but they watch. Hi, Sam in Virginia.
But I didn't automatically just park. I actually went over there and knocked on
Knocked
the
on
door
the door.
and just said, "Hey, we saw your rig and we were thinking about parking by you. Would that be okay?" And enough people. Yeah, there. I would, if somebody came and knocked on my door and said, "Do you mind if I park here?" I would probably, if they seem friendly enough, I'd say,
Mhm.
absolutely, go
Absolutely.
ahead. It kind of changes the dynamic.
Right.
It changes what is happening there.
And you doing that, you met two of the sweetest people you could
Sweetest.
They
ever
are
meet.
Yes.
still
ever.
friends to this day. Sam and Virginia, if
And
you're
they
out
become
there.
our friends
Yep.
because of you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yep.
saw them when we were in Las Vegas. We
Nice.
went over to their house for
Aw,
dinner. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. We kind of did it. We pulled it off.
Good job. He was struggling there for a couple hours trying to get his computer.
The computer was being a
Computer.
Don't ask.
Oh,
The computer was not being nice. Thanks.
We got
Bob.
to see it live. We got to see the setup live. And all the friends.
It was snowflake magic.
You're right. Here, we'll put it right.
there you go.
I was just gonna say there, when you don't want someone beside you, can't you just send Tom out to have a leak on that side of the yard?
Might do
Yeah,
that.
that might work.
That would keep Karen away.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
We'll
God!
have
Me
to-
away
You
too.
know.
And
we'll
it
have
just
to keep
gets
that in
better and
mind.
better. I'm
Have you
telling
been reading the comments?
Underwear and a baseball hat. That would work
Dirty
for sure.
Harry.
So,
Protecting your
Oh, you guys have a great week. I hope you all had a great Christmas. We have New Year's coming up. Hopefully that you guys have New Year's plans. Be safe out there,
Yes.
but
please,
have fun.
everyone.
And we will see you next year.
Next year.
Year.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year,
See
All
ya.
right,
everybody.
Happy New Year's, guys. We will see
See a
you
bunch
next
of you
year.
in Quartzsite.
And we'll see you in Quartzsite.
See you soon.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody.
Come and paint
Let's
rocks
go.
and make jewelry.
And
And
cards.
let's see, what was the
And
final one
3D
here?
cards.
That was perfect. Let's see. Oh, there it is. And I think I took it down.
Happy New Year to all.
No, not just Happy New Year to all.
Safe
Let's see,
travels.
my computer's a little slow. Happy New Year. Eh?
Hey.
You guys take care. Joe, the computer guy, glad to see you here. Pamela Spencer, glad to have you in here. Jim Bertrand, always
you,
good
Joe.
to have you. Richard Meek, X-Fired Up, glad to have you guys here. Take care, all. We will see you next week. Bye, guys. See you
Bye-bye,
later.
y'all.
Bye-bye. Good day.
Hey.
Okay.